Hello and welcome to Vnews. Here are today's top stories.
Vietnam and Singapore to strengthen defense ties. Vietnam assures stronger ties with Cambodia. Dongburn wins favor of overseas Vietnamese in Germany. JICA helps Bình Dương to improve polluted canal.
Vietnam attaches importance to friendship and cooperative ties with Singapore. General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng made the remark at a meeting with Singaporean Ambassador to Vietnam, Simon Wong, in Hanoi on August 23rd.
He affirmed that further ties would work for the mutual benefit of the two countries, as well as for the sake of peace, stability, and development of the region and the world. Wong congratulated Vietnam on successfully holding the 11th National Party Congress and Trọng on being appointed as party leader. He also briefed Trọng on Singapore's key achievement in national development and result of bilateral cooperation.
Vietnam and Singapore have built up good terms on national defense cooperation based on special relationship, President Trương Tấn Sang said at a reception for Singaporean Defense Minister Ng Anh Hang in Hanoi on August 23rd.
The state leader appraised Singapore's connection role in the ASEAN community. He said he hoped that bilateral relations between the two countries' army would be strengthened and yield practical results. For his part, the Singaporean minister said that with traditional ties, relations between the two countries will further grow. More and more Singaporean entrepreneurs were investing in Vietnam, and many Vietnamese students had gained successful academic results in Singapore. Singapore will continue to improve cooperation with Vietnam in many areas. The same day, the Singaporean defense minister held talks with his Vietnamese counterpart Phùng Quang Thanh. The two ministers agreed on cooperation in forthcoming delegation exchange, training, military engineering aid, intelligent information sharing, and experience in dealing with non-traditional security challenges.
Also on August 23rd, State President Trương Tấn Sang received a delegation of Russian, Ukrainian, and Belarusian veterans who helped Vietnam during its resistance war against the U.S.
Sang expressed the deep thanks of the party, state, and people of Vietnam for the wholehearted support of the people of former Soviet Union, including those of Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus, for the Vietnamese people in the past, and help in national construction at present. He said Vietnam had received help from those countries in training many generations of scientists and managers. The veterans recalled the hardships as well as the glorious victories of the Vietnamese people and army and expressed their wishes to continue to make contributions to fostering the relations between their countries and Vietnam.
Meeting with Cambodian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Hor Nam Hong, on August 23rd, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng said the Vietnamese government will do its utmost to join efforts with Cambodia to develop bilateral ties in a deeper, more practical and effective manner.
The Prime Minister said potential for cooperation between the two sides was great, especially in trade, investment, tourism, education and training, and the two sides needed to accelerate bilateral cooperation to gain benefits for both. Prime Minister Dũng proposed the two sides should continue to cooperate at the ASEAN Forum, contributing to building a prosperous ASEAN community, and with the Mekong River Commission to use the Mekong River's water in an effective and sustainable manner. He added the two sides also needed to cooperate in the border marker program and help the Vietnamese community to reside legally in Cambodia. Deputy Prime Minister Hor Nam Hong said that the Cambodian government will create favorable conditions for Vietnamese businesses to engage in long-term investment in the neighboring country.
The film Don't Burn on a female doctor during the anti-US war won overseas Vietnamese audiences' favor after it was screened at the Viet House in Berlin on August 22nd.
Vietnamese ambassador to Germany Đỗ Hòa Bình and his wife along with Vietnamese people in Germany attended the event. Dongburn was produced in 2008 based on a diary by Army Dr. Dak Thuy Cham of the Liberation Army during the most violent wartime in the battlefield in the central province of Quảng Ngãi. Cham fell down on the battlefield at the age of 27, and her diary was found by a US soldier who preserved it for 35 years before returning it to Cham's family. At a talk with director Minh after the film show, the Vietnamese audience said they hoped he would make a film on the life and career of Vietnamese community in Germany.
The Japan International Cooperation Agency, known as JICA, made a fact-finding tour to Ba Bao Canal and the site of a sub-project on collecting untreated urban wastewater in Thuận An of southern Bình Dương province on August 23rd.
This is an important project that JICA is interested to provide ODA to help improve the quality of water as well as the residents' living conditions. Ba Bao Canal, running through Thủ Đức district in Ho Chi Minh City and Di An and Thuận An districts of Bình Dương, is contaminated by large amounts of wastewater discharged by surrounding industrial parks and nearly 10,000 households. Earlier, JICA granted more than 1.5 trillion Vietnam dong in ODA loans to Bình Dương to build a wastewater treatment plant with a daily capacity of 17,650 cubic meters in Thủ Dầu Một town. The plant is part of a project to improve water environment in Bình Dương and the Saigon River by collecting untreated wastewater discharged from more than 50,000 people in Thủ Dầu Một town.
Researchers, policymakers, and farmers gathered in the Mekong Delta city of Cần Thơ on August 23rd to discuss how agricultural biotechnology makes an impact on food security and economic development in Vietnam.
The workshop was held by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development in collaboration with the U.S. Embassy and Cần Thơ University. Experts said the Mekong Delta is one of the world's 3 hotspots hardest hit by sea level rise as a result of climate change. The application of biotechnology in the Mekong Delta is expected to improve productivity and income for farmers, increase food supply, and raise capability to adapt to climate change. Many Vietnamese localities are conducting a pilot program to plant genetically modified maize. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has also launched a plan on development and application of biotechnology in agriculture and rural development between now and 2020.
Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra on August 23rd presented her government's short and long-term policies to the joint parliament meeting, including 484 MPs and 147 senators.
She said the Pheu Thai-led government would implement policies, including policies on urgent issues, national security, socio-economic issues, and foreign affairs. She also said her government plans to implement 16 urgent policies, including political reconciliation, drug trafficking, crime fighting, corporate tax reduction, and provision of soft loans to the poor. Earlier, about 200 people from the Red Shirt Group gathered outside the parliament headquarters to express their support to Prime Minister Yingluck and her government. Meanwhile, an anti-government group submitted a letter to Speaker Ket Soak Non protesting some policies of the government, including the amendment of the 2007 Constitution. About 450 policemen were deployed to maintain order at the parliament headquarters and prevent clashes between opposition political groups.
And that is all for Vnews tonight. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.